How's everybody doing today? You guys, you look marvelous. Why don't you just stand up for a minute? Let everybody see. Hey, way back when I was in school, we'd have a thing called show and tell. Do they still do that? They still do show and tell? They still do. What?
I do.
Sometimes? They do it? All right. Yeah. Hey, I want to show you something. This is my key ring. Okay? And there's something, this key ring, it eats pockets. Sometimes I have to get new pockets because I've got so many keys on here. But there's something real special on here that's not a key. Can anybody find it? It's not a key. It's real special one. What do you see? Where is it? What do you see? What? Okay, yeah, that's on the key. Okay. Hey, this is what I want to show you. This is part of my show and tell this morning. This is a little screwdriver, and my dad carried it on his. Can everybody see it? My dad carried it on his key ring. And I want to tell you, my dad could build a house with this little screwdriver. Okay, when I was little, I would watch him just pull this thing out, and he did miracles with it. And you know, my father was a great man. In fact, I thought, one time I told one of my friends that my father was 10 feet tall. No, I thought that. Does anybody here, you think your dad's 10 feet tall? Raise your hand if you do. Yeah, that's right. Well, the reason why I thought that was because my dad would be in 10 feet of water, and his head was above it, so I figured he was standing up. But my buddy, my second grade friend, Reed Weinman, his real name, said, no, your dad's not 10 feet tall. You know, but this is my part of my show and tell today. But you know, one of the coolest things, there was a show and tell today back a couple thousand years ago. The angels showed that there was an empty tomb, and you know, today over in Israel there is an empty tomb that is the place where they laid the Lord, and He's not there anymore. But I could probably get you a picture of it, but it's hard for me to show that. But the one thing that we're called to do is we're called to tell about the empty tomb. And that's one thing we can do. And I try to do this every time I sign my name. You know, as you get older, every one of us, we have a unique signature. And for about 20 years, when I sign my name, that's my name, John W. Dahl, John William Dahl. I'm named after my two grandfathers. Anybody here, you named after anybody? You know? Or Ava? Your great-grandma? Oh, Ava's named after her great-grandma. Buddy?
I'm named after my dad.
You're named after
My
your...
middle name is named after my dad.
Okay, amen. Amen. Caleb?
My middle name is named after my mom's brother.
After your mom's brother. Okay. Amen. Your Uncle Christopher. Right? Amen. Sweetheart?
My middle name is named after my dad's mom.
After your dad's mom. Okay, very nice. Zachary, I'm nervous. I think we both are right now. Amen. And so I always sign my name, and I would put the cross there. See it? I'd put the cross. And then a couple of years ago, the Lord said to me, you know, that's not the end of the story. So in addition to put in the cross, I now put something else after my name. Every time I sign my name, what do you see there?
A walk.
The empty tomb. That's right. You see that? That's the empty tomb. So every day we have an opportunity to do show and tell. We can see what God has done. He's shown it to us, and then we can tell others the good news that Jesus is risen. Let's say a prayer, okay? Amen. Amen. Jesus, we love you. Add a special blessing to these young people. Add a special blessing that they may be a blessing in your kingdom. Their parents, their grandparents. We boldly ask you give us a risen blessing today, that we may be a blessing in your kingdom, and help us to share it with others, to go and tell. Your name we pray. All God's people said, Amen. Who's coming to the Easter egg hunt? Raise your hand. Okay. Amen. You may be dismissed. And any older kids today, help us to hide the eggs, please. Amen. The Easter Bunny can't do it himself.
Yeah.